Hello, TMA's here. Today we're playing Holder of Place. So I have just played a tutorial of this game and one Reliquary run. So I think let's do a normal run just to get you all guys familiar with what kind of game is that. And then we'll do a Reliquary one. So what is this game? This game is player versus environment auto battler. We have 50 floors to travel. On our side, we have an army to build. Currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can have 5 followers. We fight against enemies. And we earn faith for every killed enemy on the floor. Between the floors, we can buy new followers or put some equipment on them. We can get up to 20 faith maximum. So any faith more than 20 is just wasted. And at every recruitment stage between the floors, we are allowed to take exactly one thing. So in the first, before the first battle, we are to choose our first follower. Wanderer is just a regular 1 attack 3 health unit that doesn't do anything. Fate's Beloved is a unit that completely changes the mechanic of the game. So there are so-called support followers that have various effects. For example, whenever you earn faith in during the battle, the one support character would do 3 random damage per faith earned. Fate Beloved instead replaces all of the support characters with special moths that have some synergies and special effects specifically for Fate's Beloved. So let's try that. Let's try to go with this dude and see how it goes. And meanwhile, I will be explaining mechanics. So before the first battle, we are to choose our first moth. Moth does not participate in battle, doesn't have health or attack, but it takes space in our little squad here. So we have 4 faith to spend, and we can choose between these 4 moths. This one costs 1 and prioritizes Fate's Beloved by effects that target random followers. That can be beneficial for us. For example, if we have effect that gives randomly +1 health, +1 damage to one of my followers, Fate's Beloved will be prioritized and will grow faster than anybody else. Can be also detrimental because enemies can have random attacks, and I believe these random attacks will be prioritizing Fate's Beloved as well, although I am not 100% sure. It's just my guess. After Fate's Beloved attack, give random follower +1/+1 until end of combat. This is some scaling inside the combat. With several of them or several units with Fate's Beloved name, it can scale quite well, but only within one combat. We do want to be scaling outside of the combat as well to be able to sustain higher and higher attacks that enemy deal to us before we can scale inside the combat. Whenever a new follower is recruited, give Fate's Beloved +1 damage or +1 health permanently. This is nice, but I believe it is a little bit too slow. Also, we cannot guarantee whether it will be health or damage, so it's just one or the other each time, so not that strong, I think. After faith is gained by a follower, if faith is still not full, give Fate's Beloved +1/+2 until end of combat. This is also a nice one. So scaling inside the combat. This one and this one are nice scaling inside the combat, but I think this one is actually now the best because I do want to have some permanent scaling set up. So let's go with Moth of Growing and let's see how it goes. So the first combat is against a goblin, no special traits, 1 attack, 3 damage. Normally we start the combat. So we attack first, so we are guaranteed to win the first combat no matter whom we take. Also, Faith Beloved gets 1 faith per moth in our team. Between the floors, we have recruiting events when we can get 1 thing. It can be 1 new follower, it can be 1 potion, it can be 1 artifact, but only 1. We can lock the thing we want to acquire to reappear in the next shop, but we cannot buy more than 1. When the next follower is recruited, give them +1/+1 permanently. At the start of combat, gain +1 faith. Let's get this one to have no, let's recruit it to get some of the faith scaling. So we can win this as well. Okay. This one is interesting because it summons a tentacle, but also all summoned followers count as Fate's Beloved. So remember the moth that was scaling health and damage per attack of Fate's Beloved. So now if I have a bunch of summoned units, all of them will be triggering this effect. So I do want to try that. But also these are nice units. So that one will help me scale the faith. This one will help me scale the health. So I think I will lock this one for the future and I will take this one right now. And hopefully he will help us grow some health to be able to tank for harder units. So this we again win easily. So let's take this. The order matters because we attack enemies from left to right. So we first kill this goblin with these 2 attacks. Then we start attacking this second and so on. So this moth summons a 1/2 tentacle, 1 attack, 2 health. So I would rather my Faith Beloved with 6 health stand here and tank and let all the guys behind attack as much as possible. Okay. Give the initiate +1 attack permanently or +2 health permanently. Let's go with plus attack. Okay, we have 11 faith. We can buy an artifact. Give a chosen follower additional trait. At the start of combat, gain +1 health permanently. So this is called aspect. When the next follower is recruited, this trait will transform into their combat trait. I don't fully understand what does it mean. So, right, okay. So, for example, I put this on this guy. This guy has a trait at the start of combat, gain +1 faith. And then I recruit this one. Upon death, summon 2 1/1 swarms of bees. So this guy will, in fact, copy this trait. And we'll have 2 traits. +1 faith and summon 2 swarms of bees upon death. This is interesting because these swarms of bees will be summoned. And summoned are Fate's beloved. Problem is, currently I don't really have any moves that do something special for Fate's beloved. So, can put this on Fate's beloved to keep getting tankier. This one is always a nice addition because it scales faith with every attack. This one nice for the fact that it calls swarm. The problem is that I'm currently at my limit. So if I want to take this dude or this dude, I need to substitute one of them. So, okay, I think I will I will lock this one and I will buy this one and put instead of this. So Moth of Growing is not that strong in the long run. I need something faster than +1 attack or 1 health per wave. So he will start with a little bit of tanking for us. Then call for 2 bees when he's dead. And that's it. Do I want to put you in front? No, I think it's fine. And he increased the health for one of the summoned beasts, which doesn't count. Faith Beloved will be able to attack in death. They can attack one additional time in death. That is interesting, isn't it? The start of combat, summon a 1/2 tentacle. Also a good thing. So, we cannot afford that, and I don't know when we will be able to afford it. So perhaps I'm more interested in locking this and taking this instead of this guy. So now all of my summons are Faith Beloved, so I believe all of them will be attacking after death, and I believe all my Faith Beloved will have double attack when they dead. So let's try to fight the Hobgoblin and see whether we will be successful or not. If we win, we get +1 capacity, which is very important because the bigger is our pack, the more ridiculous things we can do. So this is the Hobgoblin. After each attack gains +1 attack damage. Let's see. Yep, all the dead ones attacking twice. That is great. So I think we're onto something. I think if we keep getting the summons and we'll get the thing that scales with every attack of a Faith Beloved, we will be doing very good. Choose a follower to also be counted as Faith Beloved. Okay, I cannot afford it. Faith Beloved will be able to attack in death. I have that. I can get another one and then they will be attacking 2 times in death, but I'm not sure it is stronger than this one. After Faith Beloved attacks, give a random follower +1/+1 until end of combat. So I will still keep this frozen because this is good, but like, will I be able to afford it anytime soon? I'm not sure. And also this is not the strongest unit to put this on, but yeah, so let's take this and let's keep this locked. So we scale quite a bit. Don't think we need another. So this one I wanted. think I can increase the speed. Let's go for health. Fate's Beloved attack will also deal half damage to another random enemy. Interesting. We add 20 Fate, by the way. That is our maximum. At the start of combat, gain +1 health permanently. I think I cannot give it to him, right? Because he already has an aspect. No, it will substitute it. This, when the next follower is recruited, this trait will transform into their combat trait. At the start of combat, consume 4th phase to summon 2 sculptures. Ooh. This follower can have up to 4 additional traits. That's a lot. Okay, well, that definitely synergizes with whatever we're doing. So I can substitute this one. I'm thinking I can buy this, put it on him, lock this dude, buy him next turn, and be able to summon just absurd amount of units on the first turn. If I have 8 faith on me. But then I basically won't need to buy many things afterwards, I believe. So I think I'm willing to try it. So okay, Sculptor gets locked. Fractured Aspect, we buy it and we put it on our Fate's Beloved. Then we fight whatever next battle we have. And then we substitute this dude with the Sculptor. Oh, this is also good. Let's lock let's recruit this one. Okay. This one can die. So Sculpture summons them at the start of the combat, and then I don't really need him. 6 health for tanking. While the Sculpture's attacking, this can get some 1/1 triggers on him, which is good because he is Faith Beloved, so we'll be attacking after he's dead, so getting some attack on him is definitely useful. Okay. I have a suspicion that we are ridiculously strong. The next combatant country will be against harmless carps. That sounds strong. So do I want this? Currently I cannot afford it, obviously. But I will grow my capacity at least one more time. Maybe two. And I think not. Like partially because I don't think I will ever have faith, since I'm spending up to 8 faith each battle on summons. So we arrived to the next boss. Adjudicator of the Hunt. The ornate carved mask of the challenger betrays no information you can collect. Clearly a deeply held grudge is animating them, and the cultists now emerging all around you. This is to be a reckoning, and more explanation that afraid you not. The enemy has no combat trait. Cultist assassin will always attack the backmost follower. I see. So I want him then in front and you in the back. I think that would be best. So he will be killed. Will summon two bee swarms. This one will have two clays in front. Yeah. Gain +1 follower capacity. Now we just need to accumulate enough faith to be able to afford a follower. This follower will deal double damage. Choose a follower to also be counted as Fate's Beloved. Fate's follower will be prioritized. After Fate's Beloved dies, kill a non-Fate's Beloved follower with at least 3 health to revive them. Don't think I want it. After Fate's Beloved takes damage, give all non-Fate's Beloved followers +1/+1. No, because I basically all of my units are Fate's Beloved. So can get another one of that. And they will be triple attacking and then after they're dead. Unless I want to turn him in Faith Beloved as well. Not sure I do. I would like another one of this, just for more ridiculous scaling. So I think I will not spend anything here. But I think I will lock this one. Right, I wanted to move the beekeeper in front again, right? Because upon death summons 2 swarms of bees, so better to be completely in front. At the start of combat, summon a 1/2 tentacle. At the start of combat, gain +2 faith if all followers are unique. Currently, all my followers are unique. At the start of combat, take 1 damage and gain 1 faith. So that can be given to him, but then I want to give this one. And I'm afraid it will substitute it. Wait. Give a chosen follower additional trait. This follower will deal double damage. That's not what I thought. I thought it would make it a Faith Beloved. So okay, I got distracted and misread something. So I guess I'll take this one. This one I will lock. Oh no, nah, don't need to. And you will hopefully pay for itself soon enough. Actually, I now have no faith to call for the statues. I wonder if it will bite me. I did call for the statues because, right, I understand why. We got 2 faith from this dude because all our followers are unique, and then we have 3 moths. So Faith Beloved gets 3 faith for 3 different moths. So we got 5 faith in the beginning of the combat, and we used 4 of it to call for the statues. Let's take this one. Seekist followers. What are Seekist followers? After taking damage, gain +1 faith. This is nice. Ooh, that is awesome. That is awesome. That's some permanent health scaling for... Well, okay, most our Faith Beloveds are summoned. This one is not Faith Beloved yet, I believe. I'm not sure where I can see. So, I'm curious about this. I don't know what are Seekist followers, so I cannot lock it. So it's either I'm buying this one, or because I'm afraid if I lock it and then reroll, it will get changed. I want it, but I'm curious. Let's have a look. At the start of combat, transforms a random enemy into a harmless carp. Okay, so that's what it does. It can only be revived 3 times. I see. So I guess if it dies 3 times, it's gone forever. 4 times. These are interesting. They are quite powerful. But I will not lock any one of them, because I think I want another moth in my army. So we wasted some faith and we didn't get a nice moth that would be quite beneficial for us. But I think we will survive. Consume 1 core health to wish for a follower or aspect. Ooh. So we can... 5 core health means that we can lose 5 times and then the run is over. So we can lose 1 and get specific follower or aspect. That is interesting. When recruited, give all followers +1 health permanently. That is interesting. And this is bug because we locked him. So let's recruit. Okay, I want another one of them. But I probably want to wait until I expand my capacity a little bit. After that, his item will become useless, so I will have 2 of the same moths, so this will stop working. Give a chosen follower +2 health permanently. Let's acquire this. And let's give this permanent health to you. Okay, challenge the Black Knight and grow the capacity. Ooh. This enemy has no combat trait. Black Knight's attack will always kill the target. I see. But what are these? Woods. What does it mean? I guess we will see. A lone figure stands solemnly in a small circuit clearing between the trees. Their visage is the skull of an ancient beast. Their glaive bears a burning rune. Scorching crimson runs in their suit. The Black Knight nods in salute and prepares to judge your worthiness. Okay. So they are there to give us faith, but they didn't participate in battle in any way. Gain +1 follower capacity. So this one we will lock. We want this one to become Fate's Beloved. When and how we're gonna earn 14 faith, I have no idea. And then I'm getting this one. And I need to substitute this dude's second trait whenever I can. But yeah. Randomly transform a chosen follower intrinsic combat trait. So I can, for example, change this one. All support followers will be replaced with Moth. At the start of combat, gain +1 faith for each Moth, and just like it will become a normal run. Interesting. After taking damage, deal 2 random damage. After taking damage, give another random follower +1/+1 until end of combat. So I will substitute this with this. But I don't think we will ever earn in 14 faith. So what should I do? Unlock a new fragment in the journal, gain +5 faith. The next recruit event can be rerolled repeatedly. I don't know what are the fragments in the journal. You're in the palace proper now. It feels like you've been traveling for days. Corridors lead to rooms with no rhyme or reason. Only when you see rows of shelves with no end inside do you realize that you're bivouacking in the remnants of the Grand Archive. The dragon sleeps just beyond, not much further now. A font of power surges nearby, and in the rubbles a weathered stone tablet softly calls. This will help me get my 14 faith, but I'm curious about the fragment in the journal. Probably some meta thing, and I feel quite strong and confident, so I think I can afford it. I will skip. At the start of combat, summon another identical hound. So this is a unit that can summon without spending any faith. Should I? I have 4 more. Wait, next. 4 free. I don't know whether it counts already the next floor I'm going to have, or the amount of floors I did before I meet dragon. Okay, free depth until next hunt. So I'm thinking if I will take this one instead of this and then apply, will I have enough floors to gain faith to apply that on the hound? Nah, I think it's alright as is. So let's skip. We gained 2 faith. So 2 more waves and we will be able to afford this one. Faith Beloved will have death effect, give another random follower +1/1 permanently. Another random, so can be Faith Beloved as well. Ooh, this one is nice, isn't it? can probably get instead of this one and scale the attack. On the other hand, it will be constantly hitting the summoned units that do not scale permanently. So, not really. This one is nice. Really strong one. After each attack gains +1 faith. If I get this one instead of this and then put that on top, that would be awesome, but I will never have enough faith. So I think I just don't do anything here. Skip. Ah, already? Okay. So here's our dragon. Dragon has 1, 2, 3, 4 attacking units, but only one of them has health, so we cannot kill these guys. It has 350 health, and it persists between combats. So if I lose this combat, I will lose 1 of core health, and then fight it again, and it will have whatever health remains after this combat. So, will I lose it or not? Interesting question. I feel that we are ridiculously strong. So, maybe we can actually win it in a single run. Just like the amount of scaling we have. Each next follower of mine dies, starts attacking twice being dead, so scaling twice faster the remaining followers. Yeah? Not even close. Not even close. There is relief, a rush of excitement, but there is no true joy. There never is. You felt the churning of the kingdom. Now you see the umbral path beyond. Every time your conquest is built on mountains of corpses, and every time you are cursed with the knowledge that the next time you wake, it will be here, perching on the rafters, waiting again, dreaming again. This little triumph feels so very small when placed behind the bars of this realm that traps you. You take a final look at your companions. Perhaps you'll meet again, perhaps you'll find someone new. But at the end of all expeditions, only you will remember. New fragment found. Found dream. Place your hand on the bitter stone and recall memories no longer yours. 1 out of 9 fragments retrieved. Inspect them in journal. Journal. Encounters, followers, enemies, fragments. The lovers. Ooh, that is a long text. I will be reading it by myself later, but I don't think I would bore you. But I can scroll through it slowly, so whoever is interested can pause the video and read through it. Okay. And then we have enemies. So we didn't see all of them. Followers, we didn't see all of the followers. Some are locked. Aspects, trinkets. So trinkets are one-time use, and it does not occupy a slot. So you gain health, you gain attack, gain +1 follower capacity. You get access to this trinket, I believe, if you fail the battle with the boss. So they don't keep you forever weakened without all your followers, but you need to pay 6 faith for it and basically waste one of the shop phases where you are forced to increase your capacity rather than get a follower or get an item. So you still can recover. And reroll this recruit event with C keysed followers. So these are trinkets, and aspects, they are things that are getting equipped on your follower and give them the secondary trait. And generally followers can have only one aspects equipped, unless of course you're a special follower. Where is the dragoon? I have seen dragoon somewhere that can have up to 4 traits. Okay, and encounters. Recruit event, recruit event, recruit. So they are all recruit events, but with different texts. Curio event. Okay. So did we unlock any other type of follower? Probably not. What do we need to do? To unlock this origin follower, slay the dragon in Reliquary mode. To unlock this origin follower, slay the dragon in Reliquary mode with the corruption level is at least 3. Okay. I'd say let's try to do it. Reliquary. Start with 1 less follower capacity. All enemies will have -1 health, but they will attack first in combat. Start with Sanctuary. This is the one I tried previously, and it didn't go very well. I think let's retry it, but let's go not with the Faith Beloved, but with Wanderer, I think. Let's try. So all enemies have -1 health, and all enemies attack first. So this -1 health is absolutely necessary for us to win the first fight. Until end of combat. So it's some in-combat scaling, but not a strong one. That might be interesting. Let's try. let's try to scale some faith. Okay. This one scaled quite a bit already. Feels bad substituting him with anybody else, but he also is the most useless character. So I think I will replace. With this one, and hopefully he will eventually scale into something strong as well. And I lost, which was very bad because he needed to survive to boost somebody's health by 1. At the start of combat, double the health of the follower behind this until end of combat. So this is a support, requires a place in our army, and we have no place. At the start of combat, summon a tentacle. After taking damage, gain +1 faith. Let's go for this one. So let's give it to you, and hopefully we can scale some faith and soon be able to buy some really strong followers and not die meanwhile. Okay, good. We survived. We have 14 faith, which is a lot. Wait, why do I have 3 out of 4 and not 3 out of 5? Nothing here says that my core health is reduced by 1. Oh, look, the sculpture is back. Faith will always equal to 14. That is interesting. So, prevents me from getting the most expensive things. But... huh. Do I have any start of combat effect? I don't. I don't feel like I can afford a support because I need these units to actually fight, and I need this to scale. Unless I want to substitute this for now with an actual active unit. Okay, let's take this one and let's try to go with this configuration. See if it works or not. Hobgoblin. Obviously we lost. Let's get this one. Don't lock something. I don't think we'll survive for long though, so can we survive that? Probably not. That's cool. Reroll costs 2 faith. That's cool, but too late. It doesn't help us win next fight. That might help us win next fight. What do you mean? Only the ones that I have? Yep. Yep, we're dead. So probably we need to replace it with something sooner. Let's try Faith Beloved, and maybe if we can, let's go with summon direction again. Whenever a new follower is recruited, after faith is gained by a follower, after Faith Beloved attacks, and Faith Beloved will be prioritized. So basically, if I get this one, I know that +1/+1 will go on the Faith Beloved. But that's probably the weakest out of them all. But it is permanent. Okay, let's try. Hello, Freeman771. Also, it's a follower slot. Yep. So far, I haven't figured out when is the sweet spot to teach this one and substitute for something real. After Fates Beloved take damage, give all non-Fates Beloved followers +1/+1. Nope. At the start of combat, gain +1 faith. This follower is adjacent to all other followers. We don't have any adjacency bonuses currently, so not sure I can benefit from it in any way, shape or form. So now the thing is that if I replace Sanctuary with the unit, this becomes completely useless because I don't have any more scaling that I want to put on Fates Beloved. If I substitute Moth of Shining with the unit, then Sanctuary will start triggering on anybody, even if it's like a temporary solution. But I think I do need to start introducing more units for more tanking and more attacks. To support units with 4 slots seems terrible. Yes, but it's not that we have been suggested a huge amount of active units that we can take and that can just be better than whatever support we have. So because this one Sanctuary was given to us in the beginning of the game, and then one Moth is suggested before the first wave. So basically we have 2 support units for free, while active units need to be actively put into the game. Fates Beloved will have Death Effect, give another random follower +1/+1 permanently. This is actually very good and very strong. And that would synergize magically with Summon Moth. So if we will be able to have summon units and all of them will be counted as Fate Beloved, and when summon units die, actually, now I'm thinking about it, yes, this thing does not distinguish between summoned and not summoned, so it very often it will be putting this +1/+1 on summoned units, which would be wasted. So it does not synergize that awesomely, but it does synergize. So yeah, well, Sanctuary gives us +1/+1 in a guaranteed way in the beginning of the battle. This one can give us +1/+1 if our Fate Beloved dies sometime later during the battle. So, but it is a moth, so it will give us +1 faith in each battle as well. And also the problem is that my Fate's Beloved is the strongest unit so far, so I don't want them to die that often to give others parameters. At the start of combat, deal 5 random damage. Pam pam pam. That can save me for some number of waves, but it will not carry me for long. So I think I will not take Moth of Sculpting yet, and I will not lock it because I cannot guarantee that it would be very useful. So I will take this one. So this guy has a chance of killing some of the enemies before the first turn, like that, which can be tremendously helpful. But I reduced my faith generation, yes. The next recruit follower will have 1 attack or 2 health. I think so far my tanking is weaker than my damage. So I'd say let's get health. Okay, a dog. A dog is good because a dog can summon. If I get a summon moth, that's wonderful. That we will start building some kind of synergy. If I don't get summon moth, then it's less wonderful. At the start of combat, give Faith Beloved +2 health until end of combat and +1 health permanently. Okay, that is good. That is probably better than Sanctuary. We will stop scaling our damage, but we will for sure scale the health of our Faith Beloved, and we can turn it into our main tank and then give some things that benefit us. So I will lock the Hound. I will get this moth instead of Sanctuary. I believe that would be a right play. And now we probably can put Fate's Beloved in the first position to start tanking. Can we win against the Hobgoblin though? Ooh, even more health scaling. At the start of combat, summon a tentacle. I want it. At the start of combat, copy the highest attack damage among followers until end of combat. Interesting. When recruited, gives all followers +1 health permanently. I do like the idea of having 2 of them, but I don't like the idea of having 2 of them when I have just 4 slots available to me. As my 5th character, yeah. Do I want to freeze him instead of the Hound when I might be getting into the summon synergy? Probably not. Okay, challenge the Hobgoblin. Can we win? Probably not. But we should try. So, if I'm lucky, these 3 dudes will, or 2 of them will die with a random 5 random damage. And we can start focusing on the Hobgoblin. But I'm not that lucky. Yes, we did it. Nice. So let's get +1 follower capacity. You are 100% dead. I had very similar idea, yes. Okay, let's have a look. That one I still wanted. This one I think it is so strong that it is absolutely needed to be taken. So this one definitely will be locked. The question. This one I don't think I will ever take. I would rather all of my units will be Fate Beloved and scale with Fate Beloved things than having normal units that are sacrificed for 1 Fate Beloved. After Fate Beloved takes damage, gives all non-Fate Beloved followers +1/+1 until end of combat. This is currently not bad, because I have 3 units, 2 of them and 1 summoned tentacle, which will be all benefiting with +1/+1 while he's tanking. But it is again not in the direction in which I want to be going. I want to have all of my units Fate Beloved, so that's why this one is locked, and I want to save 14 faith, and I will take our Rex here. No, misclick. I will okay, no, all right. So we are not guaranteed to ever find our summon moth with summon synergy. So let's go for something which is clearly good right now, right here, and get Moth of Healing and tank a little bit better. If we get the summoning moth, then I will be on the lookout for X. 2, 2, 2, 2. So we survive the first attack. 5 damage randomly goes somewhere, does something, we have no idea what. 3, 2, 2, we kill 1 of them. We might kill 2 of them. I think it's winnable. Or not. So yeah, 5 damage, 5 random damage is strong, but I think it's falling off approximately here. So now enemies' health grows faster, and we need to find a different way to deal with them. So Fate Beloved will be able to attack in death. They can attack one additional. That is ridiculously strong. And currently I have no synergies for it. Currently this is my only Fate Beloved, and I don't have the moth that would make random units scale with +1/+1 during the combat on the attack of a Fate Beloved. Gain the ability to reroll during recruit events. Nice one, but I have no faith to afford it, so okay. I just bought this dude, but I think I need to replace it. Two. So we survive again 1 round of attack. We might kill one of them with random damage. We kill... I think we're dead again. I'm not confident. Okay. If you say so. Right, I forgot that the dead one will be attacking. I just took this moth and I already forgot that it exists. Good job, me. The next recruit follower will have +1 attack damage. Yes, why not? We have our main tank, so now we need to deal with to figure out how to deal damage. Oh, and we have our Rex here. So, let me see. Upon death, give all other followers +2 health until end of combat. Nah, at the start of combat, gain 2 faith if all followers are unique. This is nice. So, Rex will get +1 attack. And I think it is time to substitute this one. So let's replace you. Now, 2, 4, 4, 2. It is 12 damage. They exactly kill me on the first attack. Then I start attacking. I kill one of them being dead. And then I'm super dead. I don't think I kill many more. Wait. I got 3 health. Right, because it is 1 and 2. Okay. I keep underestimating the power of the dead Fate Beloved. In combat, whenever a non-Fate Beloved follower gains attack damage, Fate Beloved will gain the same amount. That is good. especially in the combination with the moth that gives +1/+1 on a Faith Beloved attack. Permanently give a chosen follower +2/+1 and a negative additional trait. Whenever another follower's start of combat effect is triggered, gain +1/+1 until end of combat. You're the only start of combat that I have. You're also start of combat. So we can get +2/+2 and have 4/4. I think I will go for this one and put it on Rex, because the Hound makes a copy, so I don't know what would be the negative trait. I have no idea, but having two units that have 4 attack seems strong at this moment. I will never accumulate 14 health, 14 faith, right? Never going to happen. Upon death consumes 2 faith. Yeah, I'm never getting 14. So now I don't want them to die for as long as possible, because they consuming my faith. So need to be in the end of the queue. Good. Both hounds survived. I have 12 faith. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I think I just skip here. And then next wave I will be able to afford this one. And probably put it on Rex. And he'll start scaling health. And the more health it has, the less chances that it will die and steal my faith. Yeah, let's skip. Firework Master. Ooh, that's not good. Firework Master attacks all of my units. So tanking doesn't work anymore. He will die the last. And his double attack will do nothing, because everyone will be dead by this point in time. But we earned enough faith to make to buy this thing now. In combat, Faith Beloved can no longer gain health, but they will only take 3 damage from each attack. Interesting. So that one I need to lock. And that one I need to buy. And put it on the Hound. Now Hound will start scaling health. And now Hound will start attacking twice after it's dead. Which means I probably want to replace them in this way. So this guy has a chance of surviving while the hounds are dead and doing double attacks. Okay. So I want this one, but I don't think I want it instead of anything that I have. I want it in addition. I need another slot. I don't know when I will get access to another slot. So let's skip. Upon death, give a random follower +3/+3 until end of combat. That can be helpful. After each attack, gain +1/+1 until end of combat. This also can be helpful. So wait, what was this thing that gave it a negative trait? Can I have access to the journal from here? No, probably not. Because if I substitute that, will it remove the positive part? But I don't remember what was the positive part. It was something strong, I believe, to justify the given the negative trait. If I quit run, will it save? Give up this run and return to title. No, do not give up this run. let's try it. So currently we have 4-7. Right, I think it was +2 attack, +1 health. So positive was +2 +1. Yes, thank you. I just remembered it by looking at the attack and seeing that it is actually big. Okay. Is it now the part of the character or not? I guess we will see. So I want to take this. After each attack, gain +1/+1 until end of combat. Put it on you. Wow. We just keep the positive and get rid of negative. That is awesome. That is wonderful. Now both of our dogs will be stuck in +1/+1 with every attack. And when they get dead, they will have double attack with all this thing they accumulated. Okay. Wait, it's still +1/+1 even after it's dead? Let me have a look at... Vampiric Hound gains +1/+1. Deals 7 damage. Vampiric Hound gains +1/+1. Hound deals 6 damage. Hound gains +1/+1. So you are vampiric. Vampiric means dead, right? Okay, I will need to look through it a little bit slower next time to be sure. Okay. Consume 1 core health to wish for a follower or aspect. I'm afraid it means my current health, not my maximum health. I would like to look for aspect that gives me extra follower space. Am I ready to sacrifice 1 health for it? I'd say let's try. In what form will your wish take shape today? My wish will take shape as a follower. My wish will take shape as an aspect. Wait. I wish for an aspect that grants strength in attack or in health. I wish for an aspect that grants... Okay, first we need to go through the... like, was it aspect or it was... I don't remember yet what are the names of categories of different things. So as the gases, yes, grant me an aspect that brings faith. No, I yet earn for other powers still. Okay. This is way more convoluted than just pick a follower or aspect that you desire. Only little faith shall I part with. Any amount of faith I can spend. I see something else, something shattered. Shattered? I have no idea. I think that +3 on death would have been stronger since it will happen twice because dog copies itself. A valid point. But the +3/+3 was to a random character, no? Because dogs, when they're dead, they will be attacking twice. And if this +3/+3 goes on somebody who is not Faith Beloved, then it will be just single attack. So I am not entirely sure whether it will be strong or not, but it definitely something to investigate and do some math about. Give a chosen follower additional trait. When the next follower is recruited, this trait will transform. Okay. We got a thing. Not what I wanted. And now, in retrospect, I think it's not called Aspect, the thing that allows you to get one more follower. It's called Trinket? Aspect, Trinket? Don't remember, so yeah. Do I want it? Can make my dude stronger. Ooh. I can give... So if I survive this fight and I find another hound, I can duplicate this guy, which would be actually very good. So will we survive this one next fight? That is a good question. Let's see. So you stay in front and you tank whatever you can. You guys go afterwards because I want you to be dead before my last units, so that dead hounds have chance to double attack before I lose the fight. So yeah, that is the order. Five, 6. Yes, okay, they scale in damage even when they're dead. That is wonderful. I survived. Whenever random damage is dealt by a non-Fate Beloved, I don't have any. Faith Beloved will have death effect, give another random follower +1/+1 permanently. So, arguably it can be better than my Moth of Healing. Because it will be also scaling attack. On the other hand, Moth of Healing guarantees that health goes to my Faith Beloved, while this dude does not guarantee anything, and this +1/+1 can go anywhere. Also, it can be completely wasted if it goes to the tentacle summoned by incubating initiate. So I have up to 3 deaths in a fight, so up to +3/+3 somewhere. While this guarantees me 2 health. I do want to scale my damage as well. Let's try it. I have a feeling that it is stronger. And we have another boss. I haven't seen this one yet. I don't know what do they do. You count each time you see the archway with the hanging bell. For the past day, it has been sporadically appearing around you, just out of reach, as if toying with you. You are certain if you get close enough to strike, it'd be your way out. Before the start of combat, shuffle the position of all followers. You mean of all my followers? I am majorly screwed, am I not? I so rely on the order I have here that is very mean indeed. Well, if it will also be wasted if it hits the second dog. True. And we have the worst possible order. At least our dogs are strong. Do I know where it went? Vampiric Hound gains +1/+1. So Maze is slain. Vampiric Hound deals 8 damage to Maze, deals 3 damage to Fractured Fate Beloved. Fractured Fate Beloved deals 5 damage. Hound gains +1. Maze is slain. Hound deals Hound. Tentacle is slain. I don't know. Didn't write anything there. So continue. +1 follower. 519. Okay, some of it went to him. He had 2 attack previously, right? So he got +3. All right. Okay. We have 11 faith, so again we cannot afford the awesome thing. Each follower can have up to 4 additional traits before the start of combat. Shuffle all followers. Absolutely not. 4 additional traits though. So this one is getting locked. Whenever random damage is dealt, I have no random damage. In combat, whenever a non-Fate Beloved follower gains attack damage, no, I will have only Fate Beloveds very soon. After Fate Beloved attack gives a random follower +1/+1 until end of combat. Yes. We will recruit this one. So wait, can this be given to this one? Give another random follower, but another random follower that is alive, or another random follower that's it? So can they be buffing dead units? I don't know. $519, $496. I don't think they got buffed at all. Okay. This follower can attack 1 additional time. This is good. After Fate's Beloved takes damage, give don't care. Upon death, give a random follower +3/+3 until end of combat is back. Wait a second. So his secondary trait turned into this one. Huh. Curious. So we will make you Faith Beloved. Do we want to freeze something? We all have items. So I don't think I will be buying these. Can attack one additional time. One additional time means this scales better. Okay, let's lock it and think about it later, but for now let's turn this guy into Faith Beloved. I think I want this guy to be alive as long as possible. But if I go this way, what happens? 4, 4, 4. The dog is dead. 4, 4. The second dog is alive. Then I'm attacking. 4, 5. 9 health. Somebody will get +1/+1 by this time. Actually, twice +1/+1. Because I'm afraid that if this guy dies first, then we will lose this trigger of Fate's Beloved death effect. So that's why I want him to be alive longer. But also he has 19 health, so he's my best tank. I really don't want to do all the math, so let me just hope that math works in my favor, and let's do that. I think Tentacle got +1/+1 permanent, which is not at all what I wanted. Yep. Give another random follower. Okay, something happened. You're in the palace proper now. It feels like you've been traveling for days. Corridors lead to rooms with no rhyme or reason. Only when you see rows of shelves with no ends, we're an archive. Unlock a new fragment in journal, gain +5 health, and the next recruit event can be rerolled repeatedly. You don't yet recall her visage. Last time I've been here I saw only these two options. I haven't seen the third one, so let's click on the third one to see what does it mean. Ah, it's not clickable, it's grayed out. So, dog second let tentacle tank a hit. +1, +5 faith and rerolling seems strong. We might find something we really enjoy. but also I'm not sure what we will enjoy. Let's get another journal fragment. Let's get meta unlocks out of the way and then deal with the rest. Okay, we're gonna get this one. Extra attack and death. So now our dead units will be attacking 3 times instead of 2. When this follower is replaced by another, permanently transfer all stats to them. This follower has no combat effect. Hello, Wanderer. I wonder, how did you wander in depth 44 all by yourself? This follower can attack 1 additional time. So, okay. Let me think about it for a second. Currently our dog gets +1/+1. The thing is, we also have that dude, so somebody else is getting +1/+1 for each attack. But if the dog will be attacking 2 times, and there are 2 of these dogs, then it will be scaling somebody else better. But not necessarily the dog itself. I think it is stronger. I have no proof of that, but it's just some feeling I have. So I think I want to put this on the dog. Alternatively, currently we have a tentacle that steals our buffs from other units, and we never found a moth that does that turns summons into Fate's Beloved. What if we didn't have it, and instead this dude was attacking twice with his 8 attack? The dog would still scale its own attacks and health, and I would have no problems with that. But now, instead of a weak tentacle, we would have this guy attacking twice. I think that might be better. So that one I will lock just... I have no money. That changes everything. I have no money. So the whole discussion, scratch it. Swap purple moth for the attack when dead moth. One, two, three. So this guy potentially can give me +3/+3 in one night, permanently. This one just makes me immediately stronger, but without any permanent scaling. I am depth 44, I have 5 depth until I fight dragon. Can I kill a dragon in my current state? Probably not. Will some +1/+1 help? Probably not. Okay. Power over scaling at this point. Continue. 721. So the dude grew a little bit, which is nice. What do we have? Several all followers in this recruit event. They will no longer appear in future events. I see. Whenever a follower dies, gain +1/+2 until end of combat. Faith Beloved attack will also deal half damage to another random enemy. That is very strong. A question though. To another random enemy. So when we attack in dragon, there is only one enemy that actually is getting attacked. Does it mean that it will get 1.5 times damage? Or it means that this half damage will be just wasted? Anyway, I am buying this and putting it on this dude. So then I think I still want to improve Rex a little bit, because he's doubling himself. So if I manage to get +1/+1 permanent on him, that just gets in twice the effect. But the only way I can do it is if we start in that order, and these die first, and hopefully +1/+1 goes on Rex. So let's see. That is good. That will increase our tanking just like drastically. We are dealing very good damage. So when we will fight dragon, we will be able to scale our damage and fight it well, if we survive enough. So and I have exactly one try, so I need to one-shot the dragon. Now, what I don't know, whether one depth until next hunt, so I have one other room before the dragon, so I can lock this one, and I will have a chance before the dragon to buy it. And put the big health guy first. Yes, but dragon next fight. Then why didn't they write hunt next? And so yeah, a little bit misleading, because current depth 48, I would expect 49 is another room, and 50 is where the dragon is, but apparently. Okay, so I think I still need the scaling one, so I would rather lose one attack but keeps scaling with every attack. Oh hell. Perfect time to unleash some spreadsheets and do some actual mathematics. But I don't want to do it. $49 is enter Dragon Cave, 50 is Dragon. Okay, thank you. Okay, I might be doing a terrible mistake, but I will substitute Moth of Kalin with Moth of Transmutin. And I will hope that this is the right decision. If it is not the right decision, well, okay, enter, confront your quarry. Let's go! Start combat. At least they don't have that much damage. So maybe I will have enough time to scale. Boys and girls, I think we're doing fine. Yay! We did it! We did it! We won! There is a relief, a rush of excitement, but there is no true joy. There never is. You felt the churning of the kingdom now. You see the umbral path beyond. Every time your conquest is built on mountains of corpses, and every time you are cursed with the knowledge that the next time you wake, it will be here, perching on the rafters. Waiting again, dreaming again. These little chimes feel so very small when placed behind the bars of this realm that traps you. You take a final look at your companions. Perhaps you'll meet again. Perhaps you'll find someone new. But at the end of all expeditions, only you will remember. And we unlocked... we're supposed to unlock 2 different origins. Yes. So that was very interesting. So thank you guys in the chat for your attention. I think I will have a break right now and come back to this game for sure tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and maybe even tonight after dinner. We'll see. Yeah, the game is sweet. So thank you for your attention, and I wish you a good day. Bye-bye.